panelists and everybody in the audience. I know it's a session post-lunch, but I'll try to keep it light and just cover the perspective as quickly as possible. Just wanted to bring this slide in front of you, and there are many aspects when we talk about from a smart city perspective. But I'll primarily touch on the technological factor which are key to any smart city. So if you look at, there are factors like economic, environmental, social, but everything, I think the key word which we have to capture here is the smart which in between, and let's see how technology plays a key role to make things smarter here. The elements I don't have to talk about, and I'm definitely not a great expert on this one, but if you look at the key components of smart cities are definitely how do we have transportation in a particular city, how do we take care of the services which are more catering to utilities, waste management, things like crime management, and even education. So can technology play a key role there to make sure that every component of the city can be converted into smart by leveraging the technologies which are available? So when you talk about transportation, and obviously you look at the traffic, which is definitely key concern for larger cities, but at the same time it is not just the road traffic we talk about, things like, and I'm sure ma'am will talk about the metro part of it and how it plays a crucial role in making cities smarter as well. Utilities, it's not just about getting a supply, but also how do we use IT-based solutions which can actually convert each of our utility into a smarter and makes a citizen life much easier to use and be in as part of the smart city. Waste management, can we leverage things like sensor, leverage the technology and move forward from there? Education, online education, and I'm sure, I think most of you would have seen ads like IDEA, which talks about nothing but online education, but it's nothing leveraging IT and bringing it to masses, the education part of it. And crime, multiple projects which happen across various states, which actually are again based on surveillance, which at the back end, if you look at, are definitely leveraging technology to make sure that all the crime part is taken care and there is continuous surveillance which is happening. So this is a journey which already has started parallelly. So I'll just come to quickly, having said the context here, if you look at from a evaluation, we are moving forward from a purely non-IT environment to this is where we are today. If you look at, this is definitely complex. The next slide which says, this is definitely, I think, the vision which most of the states who have are moving towards setting up a smart city. It talks about everything other than IT here, but let me assure you, each one of the components which is listed here, somewhere IT at the back end plays a crucial role. And when I refer to IT, it can be IT in form of large IT infrastructure which is being set up at the back end, which can be in form of a data center, which can be in form of networks which is being laid out, the end mile connectivity which can be in form of sensors, the meters which are over there, and security will always remain a concern irrespective of whatever topic is there. So whether we talk about cloud computing, we talk about smart cities, we talk about a general SDC or a SWAN from an e-governance perspective, security definitely has to be there. You can't just keep it open for everyone to come in and look at your crucial data. This is another aspect I like to bring in today's application economy. Even governments are today moving away. So just to give you an IT perspective, or from a smart city, if you look at, and if you talk about from applications which are the key component of any smart city, which are driving the execution of services which are in any of the cities over there. From an IT perspective, I think anybody who is looking at from a management part of it, you can set up a smart city, but if you don't have the complete capability to monitor and have to also control the IT services which are being run, you will end up in trouble. So you make sure that where the problem is in your IT infrastructure, you want to make sure that is taken care of. Also, at the same time, don't depend on saying where the application, where the apps are. It is irrespective of today you use a mobile, you use a cloud, or use a web-based application. Everything should be managed from end-to-end perspective. Also extending, today if you look at if I talk about the consumption of mobile phones, and I think yesterday our Honorable Governor also gave an example that the mobile phone today is with everyone. The only difference today is how many are smartphones and how many are not. It is not far away when each one of them will move into smartphones. So today, extending those management capabilities to your handheld devices, so somebody who is responsible, and it is not just about a smart city, any IT technology person who want to manage the IT environment should have this capability to allow and management of complete IT infrastructure on a simple handheld devices. You should be able to take care of that. What happens in an internet minute? Just quickly moving to the next part of it. I don't have to talk about it. I think each one of you somewhere are involved, and we contribute in that one single internet minute, whether it's a mobile application, whether it's a LinkedIn, whether it's a Facebook. Each one of are actually generating the amount of traffic which is getting generated here. And the future is definitely, the growth is staggering. So if you talk about the amount of traffic which will happen, even the smart cities will contribute hugely to that, because everything will be dependent on internet, and the entire data, the entire processing, sourcing of that data will happen through internet. So I think that also is one area which, or the aspect we need to cater to. Security is what I wanted to hint on here when I talk about the amount of traffic being generated, and this is gone actually. These are like past, but we always like to refer to something saying that. But the new reality is, today we are opening our application, they are coming on cloud platform. We are also allowing users to bring in their social apps in a work environment. So they are allowed to use Facebook, they are allowed to operate LinkedIn within a official environment. And also if you look at one of the data which talks about it, the APIs which are published every minute, every hour, which is allowing outside world to connect to your application. And a smart city, if we say we will not be integrating with the outside world, it's not possible. So that is another security concern for most of the states and smart city architecture, saying that how do we make it secure? Because if a single hack or an attack on a smart city IT environment can bring the entire city down, that's definitely one of the biggest concern to protect it as well. So the impact can be larger because of externalization of the business, because we are opening it up, blurring of work and personal. So the user, it's more user dependent, and you're allowing him to open more application. And obviously the data has always been the point of contention, that who has access to what kind of a data in this. So loss of identity, loss of data control will remain the key concern for everybody over there. And regardless, to say that 50 billion connected things by 2020, so it is growing faster here, so we will have to really take care of from the security perspective. So just want to give you from a government perspective, you will open your environment to partners, social registration, developer community, because you want them to create apps which are based on your environment, and where if you look at the platform will be cloud, mobile apps. And from a complete open and modular security perspective, identity is where how do you take care of the complete security around identities, how do you take care from an access perspective, SaaS is another area, and finally API management. So can we really have a holistic view of providing a complete security in a smart city environment? Finally, just coming to the last part of my presentation, which is, and this has been a biggest pain for most of the governments today, whether irrespective of the project, I don't have to talk about it, because the challenge for government today has been to roll out faster apps and application. Because today the dependence is so sequential that if step one happens, then you move to step 2 and then to step 3. The idea is to actually reduce that dependency on multiple systems, because today the application environment is complex for most of the governments, and they have to do testing, they have to do third-party integration, and the dependence on this kind of environment causes a concern over there. So if you look at from using technology, you can talk about constraint-free development, continuous application delivery, by taking out the complete manpower and making it much more automated and monitoring part of it. So the constraint, take away the constraint, whether it is because of third-party system or a application not being available, using concepts like application delivery under DevOps, you should be able to do that easily. And then with concept like service virtualization, you can actually do simulations of third-party environment and do those application creations much faster and be agile, which is demand of today's environment. So on a high level, I'll not get into detail, just talk about from a very high level smart city architecture. So IT plays a very crucial role. My only submission here is please don't neglect IT when you actually design and do that. So I'm sure IT has now its own importance over there. From a security, even from a larger framework, we want to make sure that from day one, not later, because that's the challenge which I have seen governments face. We roll out application, everything, and then we think about security. I think it has to be when the part of the design and not later. So business rewritten by software, I think that's what we believe in, and today business are actually getting changed by how the softwares and how do we use apps over there. So, thank you very much.